Welcome to Arsenal 11 Hub, your home for Gunners lineups and transfer talk. Subscribe, like, and join the Gunner family. London is red. This video shows Arsenal versus Manchester City head-to-head squad depth lineup in the Premier League. David Raya versus Donnarumma. Raya is more composed with his distribution, while Donnarumma dominates with shot stopping and physical presence. Kepa Arrizabalaga versus James Trafford. Kepa has experience but inconsistency. Trafford is young, hungry, and better aerially. Gabriel Magalhaes versus Ruben Dias. Gabriel brings aggression and aerial power. Dias brings leadership and defensive intelligence. Christian Mosquera versus John Stones. Mosquera is raw and physical. Stones is classy, versatile, and a ball-progressing defender. William Saliba versus Joško Guardiola. Saliba is calm, dominant, and hard to beat 1v1. Guardiola is a modern, progressive defender who also covers left back. Piero Hincapié versus Husanov. Hincapié is quick, left-footed, and aggressive. Husanov is strong defensively, but less polished on the ball. Jurrien Timber versus Rico Lewis. Timber is stronger defensively and versatile. Lewis is a tactical weapon who inverts into midfield. Ben White versus Nico O'Reilly. White offers consistency and defensive balance. O'Reilly is more of a technical, creative youngster. Ricardo Calafori versus Ryan Ait-Nouri. Calafori is strong and composed defensively. Ryan Ait-Nouri excels going forward with dribbling and pace. Lewis Skelly versus Nathan Ake. Skelly is promising but raw in midfield. Ake is experienced, steady, and can slot anywhere in defense. Martin Zubimendi versus Rodri. Zubimendi is intelligent and tidy in possession. Rodri is the best in the world at controlling tempo and shielding the defense. Christian Norgard versus Ryan Cherki. Norgard is a defensive anchor. Cherki is creative, unpredictable, and a flair-driven attacker. Declan Rice versus Bernardo Silva. Rice dominates physically and shields midfield. Bernardo offers vision, press resistance, and versatility. Martin Marino versus Mateo Kovacic. Marino brings height, creativity, and balance. Kovacic is dynamic, progressive, and great at carrying the ball. Martin Odegaard versus Tidjane Reinders. Odegaard is Arsenal's creative heartbeat. Reinders is a box-to-box presence who drives forward with energy. Ebaraji Eze versus Oscar Bob. Eze is skillful, a dribbler, and set-piece threat. Bob is technical, agile, and more of a playmaker. Ethan Nwaneri versus Phil Foden. Nwaneri is a gifted teenage talent. Foden is already world-class, creative, and clinical. Noni Madueke versus Savino. Madueke is direct, tricky, but inconsistent. Savino is explosive, versatile, and more efficient. Gabriel Martinelli versus Jeremy Doku. Martinelli thrives on pace, pressing, and finishing. Doku is a pure dribbler who breaks lines with flair. Leandro Trossard versus Matheus Nunes. Trossard is clever, versatile, and clinical. Nunes is athletic, great at carrying the ball through midfield. Victor Gyökeres versus Erling Haaland. Victor Gyökeres is powerful, hard-working, and clinical in the box. Haaland is the most lethal finisher in football. Andre Harriman versus Omar Marmoush. Harriman is promising but untested at elite level. Marmoush is physical, versatile, and a consistent performer. Thanks for watching Arsenal 11 Hub. Until next time, up the Gooners.